Well, got another video for you today. It's I think it's Sunday, right before I start watching football games. And I'd already filmed about 7 or 8 minutes of the electric blue Acaras. But I know most people really just want to see the Guppy stuff. So the first part of this video will be the Guppies, some of them anyway. And the next part will be on the blue Acaras a couple of days after them hatching. So the fins on these males are getting a little beat up because they're getting older. But I wanted to show these. These were a cross I made of, I see a roebuck red male to a black Moscow female. Oddly, I did get one albino, this one, which is pretty interesting. I'm going to be putting him in with the one of the two black Moscow albinos that I got, as well as the two of the black Moscow females that carry the albino gene. This one, the fins are getting a little beat up because they are getting older. But nice tail, nice dorsal, except for the chopped part out of the bottom of the tail. But you can see they're kind of a crude red and black, or red bicolor basically. But not enough to do too much with, but try and go one more generation, see what I get. I really like that they got a really long tail and dorsal on them. The body needs to get thicker and bigger. And next up, that cross I made of the Russian red lace snakeskins to yellow delta female. I did end up getting close to a yellow delta. Now this is probably going to be a combination of like a yellow bicolor tail. It's going to have some spots. Now it looks suspiciously like a plant. All right, guys, let's go get it out. There you go. They finally showed up. So we have the snakeskin pattern, a little bit of black at the base of the tail, some either black spotting with the yellow tail, or it could be spots of no color. I think it's black spotting though. So very happy with this. I really wanted a yellow snakeskin, and I'm pretty close to that. This I can work with. I have another drop from them. There's a female in there, and she's going to be bred to these two males. Once I get babies from her, I'm going to put these two males in with the original yellow delta females. So we'll see what we can get that way. And last up is the cross I made that gave me these really strange looking guppies. They're not a snakeskin, they're a cobra pattern, and the reason the difference with that is snakeskin has a lacy interlocking pattern, which this has in the front of the body, but the middle of the body to the end has a zibrinous up and down pattern, which is really a cobra. So it really can't be half snakeskin, half cobra. It just doesn't qualify to be called a snakeskin. But I like that I got the red dorsal, multicolored tail. It looks like red, black, and yellow. And it looks like I have 3 males now. Initially it looked like I had 2 males and 2 females, but this one was a little late in turning into a male. So this is really cool. I mean, I love the way these look. So who knows what the heck to call them. Probably a multi-colored cobra. I would like to get some more growth on the tail, which will happen because these are very young. And I'd like to get some more color into the dorsal, like the spots or something. So we'll see what happens, but I just wanted to update you on a few of the different things that were going on with some of the crosses that are showing some promise. And the rest of the video will be the electric blue Acara progress with the babies, which is going really well. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope everybody had a really happy New Year's, and the New Year's off to a good start. And lastly, what is black and crusty and hangs from the middle of the ceiling? That would be a blonde electrician. Ba-dum-bum. All right, thanks for watching. All right, I'll see if I can get close enough. They moved the eggs. They left the few fungus ones I just put some food in the tank to try to get them away from what looks to be fry. And they're stirring up some dirt. Sorry about that. I really can't get in there and do a water change because that'll flip them out. But right here, instead of actual dirt, that is, well, that's the female in the way. But right over there, at the corner of that white rock, if we get a little clear spot, that is some of the fry. They did hatch, and they're wiggling around. And it's really hard to see because the iPhone can only kind of get so close. Plus, I treat the water with Tetra black water extract for the blue Acaras. But they definitely hatched. They moved them away from the fungused eggs. So I'll continue to update. Probably in a few days I'll have this video up. And then I should be able to add, at that point they should be free swimming, I'm hoping. But you can kind of see some movement. They're wiggling. I know it's not easy to see. I apologize that this is the best I can get. I'm really trying to focus in, but you can kind of see some wiggling, but she's blocking the light too. I think I see some starting to move. So this might be the first day they're free swimming. So I'll put in some kind of food. It's a shame. I just fed all the live baby brine shrimp. I don't have any left right now, but I don't really think they'll be eating that yet. So anyway, I'll update this some more and go from there. All right, here's a little update. It's the next day. They're moving the fry around. See if I can find you a couple. You can see them fluttering around, even though there's a lot of dirt, which I can't get out of the tank, as I mentioned before, but you can clearly see the babies. And there's a close-up of the male's eye. All right, get out of the way. Move it. Alrighty. All right, that guy just hid in the cave. And there we go. There's some pellets, obviously not for the babies. I fed the adults so that they don't chow down on the fry. But they can't swim yet. They're getting close. And I do mean the fry, not the adults. But let me see if I can get a close-up on one of them. There you go. Pretty bizarre. They're just kind of fluttering and unable to control any movement, much like a Subaru. But there you go. Some possibly 2-day-old electric blue Acara fry. And she is trying to get the one out of the cave. That is, that's the male actually, I think. I was able to tell before from the breeding tube. Yeah, I think that's the male. And you can see, as Viola mentioned, the front of the male got pretty dark, as did the female once they laid the eggs. So far so good. I'll put some live baby brine shrimp in this tank in about a half hour. And they are moving them over to here. This is apparently the favorite spot they've picked. Can't really see them much between the white rock and a little bit of dirt. But there's another one still zipping around. So these little ones should be free swimming. I'm probably guessing by tomorrow, because they're moving around pretty good in circles. And I guess we'll see you tomorrow. I'll try to do another fast video on that for tomorrow. Today is January 2nd, and I'll post this in a couple days after I get like 2 more days of footage. I'd like to get them swimming around, and then I'll put it all up as one video. Okay, here's another final update, I guess, on the electric blue Acara pair. That's the pair, obviously, and the fry are right down here. They are swimming. I fed them live baby sea monkeys, and they demolished them pretty good. I don't see any more in the tank. I don't think I can get any closer. Let me see if this will focus. Not sure how many there are. They move them around from spot to spot on top of rocks. But now that they're swimming, it might be a little tougher for them to corral them in. But pretty amazing. They so far are terrific parents. So I'll try to leave them tending to the babies. And I feed the adults twice a day. And I feed the babies twice a day. So the adults, I just feed a combination of things. Frozen adult brine shrimp, the freeze-dried brine shrimp, and also give them some flake food or some pellets. So the pellets I usually use are some stuff I bought off Aquabit a while back, and I mix it with New Life Spectrum's garlic pellets. So it keeps vampires away, and the fish do pretty good. But these guys are looking really good. They're swimming pretty good. I used to have a couple of catfish in this tank, cories, albino cories, but I haven't seen them for a long time, so I think they got bumped off. Never found any of them floating or anything. I guess they became dinner. I didn't know the blue Acaras would be that aggressive, but maybe they are. But these are something else. They're really pretty. I don't think they're full grown yet. I think they get another inch or so. This is the male. Real nice colors on them. I guess they still have the breeding colors. And like I said earlier in the video, I use Tetra black water extract in the tank, so the water is it's not clear. It's more like a yellow, like there's a tannin in the water. But anyway, that's the update on them. Maybe when the babies get a little bigger, I'll update again. But I don't want to get too far away from the guppies, because I think people would rather see the guppies. So thanks very much for watching. I appreciate it.